Hey there, it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy, and as promised, I have my box of swaps to share with you today. Now, I know I said I was going to share my swaps from the shoebox swap in last Thursday's video. Uh-oh, here comes, come on. Gotta get rid of a cat coming out of the windowsill. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, that's Paul, but he's going away. So back to what I was saying at last Thursday's video, I showed you my shoebox swap, promised I would share those cards with you. However, our shoebox swap was postponed to this Sunday. So I'll plan on doing or showing you those cards on Monday, a week from today. Okay, but I do have my Demonstrator swap here, and I thought I would show you those cards. Now these are all from the current mini catalog, which I call the spring mini catalog. I think it's called the January through June blah blah, but spring catalog so much faster. Or from the celebration catalog. So let's go ahead and look through them. Now hopefully you watch my videos and you saw this was my swap. I made this in the video and I don't exactly remember which day. I should have let you know, but I should have looked it up, but sorry, I just got distracted. So easily distracted am I. But anyway, so this was my swap. I used that little hedgehog punch bundle set, and I got this idea from Stampin' Up! We had an event called On Stage, and they did a card that was a lot like that with the little scene building. But there you go, that was my swap. And then this one was Kathy Hansen's. She's the one that manned up or leaded the swap. So look at that. And see, darn, I should have looked up all these stamp sets. Well, maybe it says on her instruction. Yep. Crane of Future stamp set and Good Fortune dies. So there's Kathy's card. And can you see that gold and how this designer series paper has that gold in it? Then she just used the gold leafing to pretty up the bird. Pretty up, is that it? That's a word for me. So that's Kathy's. Look how pretty. Kathy always does good work. Except all these demonstrators in this swap do good work. Now this one, this is that little otter from Celebration, along with the designer series paper, also from Celebration. Let's see if Wanda puts what die this is in her instructions. Did I say this is Wanda Williams? Stamps with Wanda on YouTube, but I don't think she has done videos here lately. And I don't see that she said which die set cut that little thing out. But there you go. There's Wanda's. Wanda's always make great cards too. Thanks, Wanda. Coloring that little otter. So just so you know, another thing is she stamped the otter on the paper. Then she stamped the otter on Whisper White, colored him, and then fussy cut him out and put him on top. And that's how come he looks colored on that designer series paper. Okay, next we have Phoebe. Now Phoebe's part of my team. She's part of Creative Friends. She's what they call a downline. Excuse me. And Phoebe has used the Eastern Gardens dies and stamp set. And look how cute. I know these are the tag dies here, and how she used the two different ribbons in there and then tied it off with the trim. I think that's called the gold trim. And she's stamped and embossed on this piece here too. It's a really pretty card. You gotta love that gold border right there. So thanks, Phoebe. I think that's great. Let's go to the next one. The next one, this one here, is Elizabeth Wright. Now look, she did a fancy fold using that cute little cactus bundle. It's a punch bundle in the mini catalog, and I don't know if you can see it on the video, but she popped up these little pieces of cacti, oh well, right here, and it's a really cute card, and the little string around the pot just polishes it off. So there you go. There is Elizabeth's. And then this one, look at this one. This is Patricia Parker. She's a good friend of mine. We do stamp camp together. But look how pretty. And it's kind of simple in this one. And then Patricia was nice enough to show how she made this background. And I'll look and investigate it, and I'll show you in a video how to do her background. But is that not a beautiful card? So thanks, Patricia. And this stamp set here is the Paradise Palms bundle, which is on my wish list. So maybe someday that'll be in my stamp studio. This one here is by Tina. I don't know Tina very well. I swap with her a lot of the times, but look how pretty that one is. And Tina didn't give me a list, and to be honest with you, I can't remember which bundle that is. I do recognize this designer series paper back here. That's the free with Celebration designer series paper. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about with Celebration are free products in this brochure. Now you can't order them, but if you place a $50 order, you can get those products for free. And there's a whole brochure, and this goes through the end of February. So if you place an order, $50, or there's some that require $100, you get an item for free out of this celebration. So support your demonstrator and place those orders. And if you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. You could order on my online store anytime, and the link will be in the description. So this one is Angela's. Look how cute and manly that is to a great guy. I love that grizzly bear. Now you talk about simple and stamping, but that I think is a wow card. So there's Angela's. And let's see what that bear card that's called the Wildlife Wander. No die cutting, no anything. I love cards like this that are fast and simple. But that's Angela's card. Thanks for swapping, Angela. This card here, this is Sue. Now, I don't know Sue at all, but I swap with her quite a bit. I never met her in person, I don't think. But I love how she took the tag, and the same thing with the Phoebe, only this one she kind of fanned out that, I think that might be linen thread. There we go. And the die cuts and the colors, and then this is a pocket card. It slides out this way. So I like how she did it. Now I think I would do this as a video sometime in the near future. And this bundle is called the Artificially Layered Dies. Artfully layered dies, which is really pretty. All that coordinate together with those bright colors. I think that's a really pretty card. Thank you, Sue. Let's keep going. This one's fun. Look, this is the Seize the Day, and I don't know if you there now you can see those little beads in there. I think they're micro beads, and there now you can get some seasick. But I forget whose card. Let me see if I can find Donna Williams. Now she took and stamped, I believe with stays on, I'd have to look at the list again, right on the window sheet to make this shaker card with all those little glass beads in there. And look how fun that is. You could sit here all day and just play with that card. But this is the Seize the Day bundle. I've used them in mine. I made a box window card in a video. You could go back and check that out. But this is a fun card, like I said, from Donna Williams. Let's go on. Am I taking too long? Then we have a cute little ladybug card. This is from Mary McCannon. She's part of my team too. She's a fellow demonstrator that does classes down in Inglewood. So if you live in Inglewood, Colorado, and you're looking to go, excuse me, to classes, Mary holds classes down in Inglewood. But she used the little ladybug builder punch. And this, I believe, is the designer series paper from the host packet. This is the designer series paper from the Celebration catalog, the Marvelous paper. I think that's what the name of it is. And I like how she layered that thin layer with that. You can see it back here with those circle dies, and then added that strip of paper on the inside too. Look how cute that card is. Anybody would love to get that in the mail. Good job, Mary. And then here, Chris used the same ladybug. It's a little bit different. She went ahead and stamped instead of here. Mary used the stamp and then punched out for the wings. And here, Chris punched out the wings and then stamped on them. So totally lots of ways you can use those butterflies. Chris even used the circle layering dies, only hers are a little bit smaller. And she also used the, I believe these are called the, oh, I want to call them twigs, and Sprigs punch. Oh, I have to look that one up. And this is the designer series paper from that host designer series pen or designer series paper bundle. Cute card. There's Chris's card. And there you go. Nice. Chris, I do the stamp camps with too. And then this one, this is a good friend of mine, Janet. Janet and I have known each other forever. We're on the same team. In fact, she'll probably be at the shoebox swap that I go to on Sunday. So Janet's card is from the Daffodil Daydream stamps and the Daffodil Afternoon Designer Series paper. Now this is more Designer Series paper that's in the Celebration catalog. and this is the stamp. And look there, just like that. Love the card, Janet. Thank you. That fancy folder. Gate card. I think that's called a gate fold because it opens like a gate. But nicely done, Janet. Thanks for swapping with me. And then last, and of course not least, let me put all these back, is the card that we're going to make today. Now this is Joey's card, and sorry, Joey. Well, it doesn't matter if Joey's last name. I should know that though. But anyway, I thought Joey's card was really cute. It's a fun fold again, and it uses, this is another designer series paper from the Celebration catalog. And I don't have the coordinating stamp set. Let me grab it and show it to you though. The coordinating stamp set that goes with that designer series paper, or I should say bundle, is this Rainbow of Happiness bundle, and it has all these stamps and all of these dies down there. It's very popular. I'm sure if you search stamping videos on YouTube, you'll find all kinds of stuff people had made with that. And that's another one that's on my wish list. Maybe someday to be part of my stamping studio, you never know. But I wanted to make Joey's card, so I did this. This is what mine ended up looking like. Like I said, I don't have, this is part of the stamp set that I don't have, so I used this Special Moment stamp set, and only because it says right here, Hello Sunshine, and I wanted my card to be not necessarily like a rain kind of card with the rain clouds, although my clouds are rain, and I'll show you about those later, but something about sunshine. So the Hello Sunshine and the Thanks for Brightening My Day came out of this Special Moments stamp set. Let me get rid of the glare. And we're going to use that to make this card. My card's going to be a little bit different today. I'll show you lots of options and other ideas. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm going to start here. I have a piece of Bermuda Bay. It's a half a sheet of cardstock, so it's 11 inches by 4 1/4. And we're going to cut that down. Let me bring in my trimmer here. We're going to cut that down. I have a terrible glare today. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be okay. I'm going to cut it down. I've said that 3 times. Are you going to cut it down, Kathy? Yes, I am. To 8 3/4. We're going to just slice that off right there. I'll save this for another project. And then I'm going to slide it over, and I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. Like that. And you can just score it right here. And then you have a piece of paper. This is like our card base already. So while I'm at it, this designer's, oops, it's out of picture, Kathy. This designer series paper here that Joey used looks like this. And I'm going to take these scraps that I used and just kind of show you all the prints. It's very fun, bright, vibrant colors. I think it's a really nice pack of paper for any kinds of birthday cards or anything. And you'll see the video that I did last Thursday, I think it was from this designer series paper. Here's the back, and look at this list of all the colors that are in there. It's a huge list of colors. Look how fun that designer series paper is. I'm going to keep this one out to show you this one too, because now this piece of designer series paper right here coordinates with the new Cloud Punch. Now the Cloud Punch is in the Spring Mini catalog. Maybe it works better this way. But you can punch out these clouds like I did here. And when I punched them out, I just took the cardstock. I found the one at the bottom, the clouds at the bottom, and punched them out and put them on my cards. And now that I look at it, to me, these are like gloomy clouds. I guess that's what you call it. Looks like a rainstorm and maybe some more rain. But then you look here, look, there's hearts and there's little stars and rainbows and sunshines. I'm not sure what those are, but there's other clouds in there that make it look a little bit less, not gloomy. Anyway, that's just my perspective. But then a couple other sheets we have here. Here's what Joey used for her rainbow here. So I just took and sliced off a row of rainbows with my paper cutter. We're going to fussy cut one of those rainbows. It won't take very long. And then on this piece here, I'm going to take the 6-inch side here, and I'm going to cut 1.5 inches off of one of these for the bottom of our card. So did I say 1.5 inches? Yes, 1.5 inches. And let's just cut that off. There we go. And then I need to cut it down to 5 1/2 because our card is 5 1/2 inches long. So then I have a piece that looks like that. And then while I have my pieces and parts out here, I'll tell you too, I have a piece of basic white, and this is 4 1/8 by 3 1/8, and I'm going to use it. Now Joey used 2 of them, but I'm going to just use 1 on this side. So that's what this piece is here. And then for the front of mine, I didn't have this. I'm going to use something that's current. So I'm going to use these Stitch So Sweetly dies, and I've cut out the largest scallop rectangle here, and I'm going to use that on my card. You can't go wrong with the Stitched So Sweetly dies. Try to say that 100 times on video when everybody's watching. Okay, got my trash can here. So let's go ahead and start assembling. Or should we? No, let's assemble. So I'm going to take my card base here and fold on that score line, making sure that I line up my edges nice and straight. Use a bone folder here and get that crease so it's going to open like this. Then I'm going to take my Designer Series paper, and I'm going to just put some tape runner here. Now I like to hold my Designer Series paper here. Let's do it this way so you can see. But I like to hold my Designer Series paper here and just put a little bit of tape as long as my Designer Series paper, and then I know that I need to go here and here, and I'm going to set that paper right here flush with the bottom and with that score line, straight as I can get it like that. And then with just a pair of paper snips, I'm going to just trim that off, whoop, right there. And then take this, and I'm going to put some adhesive. Maybe I am. Yes, I am. Looky there. Put some adhesive, making sure I line these up so it goes this way. And I'm going to just put that in the corner down here. Right there. And then our paper lines up nicely at the bottom. So let's go ahead, fussy cut this. It shouldn't take too long. I'm going to just leave a little white border. And you'll notice, well, maybe, we'll see if I do it right. Yep, I'm going to move my paper and not my scissors. I'm going to go slow and steady so I can get it pretty good. Same border all the way around. Boy, it's hard to fussy cut when people are watching. Okay, and then I'm going to just trim along here, straight along here at the bottom, a little curve at the edges there. Get that. And then I am going to kind of paper or fussy cut the center here. Kind of paper, what did that mean? Fussy cut. I can't believe how when I'm on video, I say things that don't make any sense, and I think it's because I'm nervous. But it's kind of funny to go back and watch and ask yourself, why did you say that? But so look what I do and not what I say. There we go. So we have a little fussy cut. I got a little nervous here. Let's fix this little corner here. Although it's not a corner, just an edge. There we go. Now I think he looks pretty good. So we're going to put him first on dimensionals. Oh, and we need to stamp. Let me get my stamps out. And we'll stamp first. So I'll go ahead and put the dimensionals on here. Oh, and we still need to make our clouds. So let's slow down, Kathy. So on this card, I'm going to use, or on this piece of cardstock, I'm going to use Bermuda Bay ink in my Pierce mat here. And like I said, I just want to use that little Hello Sunshine. I'm going to try to stamp it straight down here in this corner. Stick my head in the camera. You guys can tell me if my part is straight. Haha, that's just a joke. There we go. Ooh, I did pretty good. And then on this piece here, the inside, I'm going to stamp that thanks for brightening up my day. I send out quite a few thank you cards, so something like this I think would be perfect as a thank you card. There we go. Okay, now we're done stamping. Let's look into the clouds. So you noticed on Joey's card, she stamped her clouds out of basic white, did a little bit of sponging, I believe with either Pool Party or Bermuda Bay. On mine, I used that Designer Series paper, and I punched out my clouds like that. But then I started thinking, we have this new paper that's called, what is this called? Mother of Pearl. And it is absolutely beautiful. And I haven't even had a chance to play with it yet. But look at this. Let me explain this a little bit. So it has a front, or like a texture to it, like a window sheet. It's very shiny. You can't feel the glitter like the other glimmer papers we have. But I thought, let's go ahead and punch out a couple clouds from that paper. And we're going to add that to my card this time. I think it's going to be a really pretty cloud on there. Okay, so we got our clouds. We have our stamping done. We have our fussy cutting done. I'm going to take on one of my clouds and put that on dimensionals. And let's go ahead and start putting all this stuff together. So this piece here, I'm going to do the same thing I did before. This is the edge of my card here. I have it tucked underneath. So I know I want tape at the very edge of this piece, but I'm not sure how long to put it. So when I put my paper here, I know that that's how long I want my tape. I hope that makes sense. And then on the back of this one, I'm going to put tape here a little bit wider, a little bit more, because then I'm only going to tape to this piece of cardstock. I won't get any tape over here, or adhesive, depending on which adhesive you use. And I'm going to try to center it in my card. I think that looks pretty good. And then now see how I did that, so there's no adhesive where I don't want it. And then while we're at it, let's go ahead and put this one on the inside. I'm going to just center it here, making sure that it's covered. Yep, it's still covered by the front of our card. Looks like that for the inside, and you can still see that designer series paper. I think this is a brilliant fun fold. Thanks, Joey, for swapping with me. Now we're going to put on this little rainbow here. Take those dimensional backs off. Set that down right there. I think so far everything's pretty straight, which is pretty good for me. Let's take our pretty blingy cloud now, this mother of pearl cloud, which it is really pretty. I'm going to put it on the front of my rainbow because I want it to show as much as possible. So I'm going to take it and put it right there. And really, I should have, because I'm going to use Wink of Stella all over my rainbow. So let me see it. Well, it doesn't matter. I can slide it right under there. Looky there. But I'm going to color my whole rainbow here with Wink of Stella, just like Joey did. This little bit gives it a lot of wow. And I don't know if you can see it on the video, but I can see it, trust me. Maybe if I hold it up, you can see that. Yeah, there we go. Look how pretty with that mother of pearl and that bling on the rainbow. There we go. Okay, let's put this other one. Now this one, I'm going to make sure I only have adhesive down here. We don't want it to stick to this part of the card. So I'm even going to take my dimensionals, and I'm going to put them right here on my card. Now this one, look, I laid flat. I guess I want this one popped up. So either way, but I would make sure you make sure your adhesive doesn't get stuck to this back piece of card base here, or cardstock there. Look how cute my little clouds are with that shimmer on there. Dang. And then let's go ahead and put some shimmer on these. Now I'm going to just get every other one, and I probably should have done this before I put that white on there. Like I said, do what I say. No, I think I said it the other way. I said, I think watch your hands and don't listen to my mouth. Now you need to listen to my mouth. Put the glimmer on there before, although this way you don't have to color the whole thing. You only have to color what's seen. And then I'm going to go to this one, just every other one. Now I can open it up and get the whole thing. But the Wink of Stella on that designer series paper is absolutely beautiful. It gives it that little wow. Joey did great with this card. This is why I swap, so I can take other people's ideas and learn from other demonstrators. It's a really smart thing, I think, to do. So there you go. Look how pretty. And then we do need to add a little bit of bling on there. So I brought in these holiday rhinestones, and let's just splatter 3 of those around on the card. Whoops. maybe. I'm going to put them down here because I think this corner down here is a little bit bare. So if I put a little bling there, and then maybe, you got to have odd numbers, and maybe there. So there you go. So there's all 3 cards. Let me show you the one that Joey swapped with me, which I love. Thank you, Joey. This is the one. Let me get my bone folder and make one more crisp fold right here on the edge so it lays down. There we go. Using that, what is it called? Mother of Pearl specialty paper. It is absolutely beautiful. If you haven't seen that in the catalog, you got to go find it. And then this is the one, of course, like I said, I punched out the clouds out of the designer series paper. I think they're all absolutely beautiful. So like I said before, if you don't have the demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. You can go to my online store and place an order anytime. And if you ever have any questions or need any help, you be sure to reach out. I'll always be there for you. So thanks for watching, and hey, I'll see you back here on Thursday with another card. See you then. Have a great week. Bye-bye.